do start learning how to use it a little bit better. We're going slow. 135. I do have that snap option. Yeah, that's good to know. So I do have the snap option to where it will adjust the speed at the safest location automatically. So it automatically adjusts the speed. But you can't depend on that automatic shit all the time. You have to watch this at all times. It's one thing I learned. One thing I learned, you know?
X-Ray Golf Sierra contact, Tokyo Center on 124.905. Good day. 124.905. X-Ray Golf Sierra. Tokyo Center. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Tokyo.
Flight level 250.
God,
Alpha
it
Sierra
is so
X-Ray
beautiful
Golf
down here.
Sierra. Tokyo Center. Radar contact
I
continues.
don't see no roads or nothing. It's like just none but just straight country out there. It's a lot of land. A lot of land in Japan. Like, you could look. Where's this at? Like, what if I could make enough money, right? And then just start building a little city,
Hi, sir. Keiko
like
is
right
on the
out
phone.
there.
Yes, I'm available now. What was that? Great. Lost the signal.
Well, you in the air, baby. You ain't gonna get no signal from up here. Auto throttle from right there. That'll be perfect. That'll be perfect speed. Then when we get ready to land, we put that bitch on 130, and then we start descending. I say 120. 120 is a good speed. We ain't quite there yet. Yeah, we're not. We still got. Basically, once we hit this area, then we'll get ready to land. But we will get there. So beautiful. I don't want it backed up. Yeah, perfect. I got a good view. I can see this. This is perfect landing seating position right here. Yeah, 200. What we're going to do though, we are going to start descending. Not now though. Yeah, we're going through some turbulence. It's gonna be windy on the way down, I have a feeling. This landing is not gonna be as easy as I think it is.
X-ray Golf, Sierra contact, Tokyo Center on 133.5. Good day. Going to 133.5. X-ray Golf Sierra. Tokyo Center, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Flight level 250. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Tokyo Center. Radar contact continue.
Can you believe I actually played this whole flight? This is fun. This is amazing though. Look how real this looks. Like, like all the buttons and switches that I can just like, I could control them, I just gotta touch them. Yeah. I'm not touching them right now though, because I don't want to just touch anything in here. Alright, I think now we can tune in to the greatest live experience of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Finally came out in VR. This is a whole new different way of playing a fucking video game. Nevertheless, this is a flight simulator. So it's like everything is simulated from an actual. This is what is this, a Series G2 jet? I really believe I can actually fly one of these motherfuckers. Now, just look how intense this is. Okay, in this situation, I got it set up to where I'm flying from, I believe it was somewhere in what's the name of that town? Well, some town in Japan, the Hiroshima area, all the way to Osaka. Some airport in Osaka. But as of right now, I'm coming real close to landing. Now, my plan is to fly all the way to this end. Once I reach this point, I'm gonna set up. Now I've been studying this now. I'm gonna set up my my arrival mode. I'm not gonna do it now, but I'm gonna wait till I learned how to do this shit. It's actually it took me a while to learn. And it's not as just simple as you think it is. But just imagine doing this shit in VR. Just watch how fucking interactive. And I got it set up to where I could set my little personal map right here that I can kind of, my little tablet. I really don't need this. Since I got all this shit set up. That's my weather map. That's another map that I kind of gets me an idea where I'm going. And then that's like a larger view. This one I like to play with because I can change the distance. It kind of gives me an idea. You know what I'm saying? When to descend. Right now I'm at 25,000 feet. I'm going 207. How do they measure it in airspeed? KT knots. 207 knots. So I'm kind of moving at a decent speed. I'm not going quite a Mach yet. I'm going at like a 0.50 Mach. So this is a jet. But look at this shit though. Look at what you can do in here. Shit. Like, bro, look, just look at this. Like, I feel like I'm literally on top of the jet. Like, woo! I'm on top of the world! Top of the world, baby! Top of the world! Woo! Japan, here I come! So I got this This is amazing, though. Just look at this shit. Apparently, that's me. This is fucking amazing. I am floating on top of the world. I am a god. I'm just kidding. All right. Let me not get a little too carried away. Okay. All right. Let's go back to cockpit view. Get out of fantasy land. Let's get back into reality. Okay. Now we getting close. So once I get around here, I'm gonna set this to 150 knots. Alright. This is gonna take a while, so if you are impatient, you gotta understand this is a real flight simulation. So it's gonna be realistic. It should take no less than, I say, about 10 minutes. We should hit there in around at least about 10-15 minutes. We're 44 nautical from the last. Is that the last point? No, that's not. So basically, from this point, this will be my last checkpoint. And then once I hit this checkpoint, was it? Oh, Nama. What's my next checkpoint? Oh, Kama. Once I hit this checkpoint, then I can just start getting ready for departure. It's just the way I have the navigation set up. See, I literally learned how to manually set the navigation up. I mean, they set it up for you, but then there's still ways you kind of gotta. But sometimes the shit that they give you, it'd be a fucked up path. And so I like to study where I'm going first, so that way I can kind of get an idea on how I want to land. As you can see, the airport is right here. Right? That's the airport. I'm gonna start my approach right here and then and land right on that runway. That's how we gonna do it. Know what I mean? That's how we gonna do it. Hey. Sucky. No sucky. Hey. You mind she? You're not. Hey. I give you free trip. You let her give me sucky. Cool? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you want sucky. You like that, huh? I tell you what. No sucky. I crash this motherfucker right now. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, enough with my foolishness. We must. Still quite a long ways. We might have to speed it up just a little bit more. We move too slow. We speed. Let's see. That should do her. That should be a good speed. Let's see. You gotta monitor your speed. I learned how to do this. You gotta really know how to control your speed in these fucking things. You don't want to go past that red mark. And then you can set the little mark to where the maximum where it's gonna speed, and then it'll automatically leave it on auto throttle. That's a very important tool to learn in this fucking in one of these airplanes. You can't just go out there and just, oh yeah, we gotta go full speed. You know, you gotta know the right speed, otherwise the plane is gonna fall apart on you, and you don't want to deteriorate in the sky. Gotta really know these things when you're flying these things. Alright. Hi, we go to Osaka. We get sake and tea and sushi. And sake. Yeah, no, just kidding. Yeah, I fucking with you. I fucking with you. $5 sake. Okay, Nagua. Okay, Nagua. Wow, look. My head is literally out the window. I really feel like I'm looking. Okay, I see some roads. I see some cars now. We're going into some kind of civilization. We're going into the city. We should probably get ready to slow down now. Vika. Flight to Vika. I don't really need all of this. I could turn it off, but then I gotta get the controller, and I don't. As you can see, I'm not really using that path. You know, that's for like beginners. You know, saying half of the time that shit don't lead you the right spot. I like to go my way. I like to set up my own path. I use these. I use the controls, and I use this. I don't use that. In real life, I wouldn't even need that, because I can see everything just through here. You see Vecta? That's the waypoint. You can see it on here. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, the navigation is different. It don't really show you as it will show you on here. You know what I mean? So, here, let me get an idea. Because it looks like I'm going to have to head this way. Well, I'll see when I set up the approach mode. It'll show me. Approach mode is not set up yet. Okay, I see it right here. That's the airport. So I might have to set a heading. What's the next one? Okima. Okay. So once I set theirs, I'm gonna set a heading. Heading that direction. Okay. Yeah, I don't even use that shit. You know, you learn how to do your own things. after you've been playing a while. They train you how to do it, but then, once you learn the basics, you're kind of free on your own path on how you want to do it. I do it like this because when they try to make you turn to go to the airport, they send you in the most shortest distance to land. And I don't like to land a jet from a short distance from 25,000 feet straight to the runway. That it doesn't give you enough space to when you're descending, when you're going down, you gain a lot of speed, and you don't want to just like instantly. You want to kind of so. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna set my heading. Okay, we gotta set the heading to like somewhere around this area. Set the heading around that area.
X-Ray Golf Sierra. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway tree 2 left approach. X-Ray Golf Sierra. Descend and maintain 5300. Contact Osaka Tower on 118.1.
5300, huh? Alright, look like it's time to descend. So let's go ahead and set our speeds. We'll save
X-Ray
speed.
Golf Sierra. Did you copy?
Yeah, motherfucker. I hear you. Can I?
Descend and maintain 5300.
Yeah,
Tower
yeah.
on 118.1 X-Ray Golf Sierra.
5300. Okay. So we should start that right now. Okay. Start descending. I kind of want to use the heading because the navigation they give me is gonna fucking completely take me out. Completely off path. And I don't want to, I want to come in from right here and then I see the path. I see the path I gotta go. So we're gonna turn from here. Get ready to descend, y'all. Let's contact the radio tower.
Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra. Tree 1 mile southwest. Inbound ILS runway. Tree 2 left approach.
I'm starting to see some cities.
Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, Osaka Tower. Altimeter tree 015. Cleared ILS runway tree 2 left approach.
Okay, the navigation is set. That's cool. That's good to know. Damn it, where's my damn vape? I dropped my damn vape here. Okay. Oh yeah, we're starting to see some cities now. That's a city. That's a fucking city. Now, what I need to be aware of, am I going to be running into any mountains?
X-Ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
Yeah,
Cleared
motherfucker.
ILS runway. Tree 2 left approach. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Left approach. I'm not ready to... I'm going to put on approach mode as soon as I get kind of close to the path I want to go. I like to use the computers for shit like this. I only manually fly unless I really... Yeah, it's an airport. Yeah, that's crazy. That must be an Air Force base. Okinagwa. Okinagwa. That's crazy. So, we are on our ready for descent. We still up 15,000 feet. But we gotta be careful because there's mountains. I might want to take it off autopilot. Because I don't want to land right into the fucking mountain. But we're up hella high. So what we should do, watch out for them mountains. We don't want to land into a mountain, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower the speed. On the auto throttle. At least 133. And turn on the auto throttle. Alright. Because we don't want to calm down too fast. We want to come in slow, baby. Because it looks like I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to do this manually. For a minute. We're going to have to do this shit manually. We'll get there. We just need to drop our altitude just a little. So might as well take this time to do that. What we can do is that we could turn on the VS, the vertical control. Oh, we want it negative. We don't want it. Oh, come on, this is hard to do. Yeah. Okay. Negative 700. That way we can drop a little faster. And I kind of really want it lower than... But I don't know. I might want to keep it at 5,000 feet. Because this is a mountainous region. The altitude might be high. I'm going to have to manually do it. We're going to drop, but we're going to drop slowly. This is gonna be a challenge. I've never landed at this airport before. Okay, yeah. And then once I hit you there, then I'm gonna head that direction. But we gotta be careful of the we should go ahead and set the approach mode right now. Oh damn it. Ugh, I gotta turn the controller on. Uh, oh come on. One thing about this shit. Sometimes you have to use the controller. Okay. Oh, then this shit's running out of power. Oh. Alright, what was I gonna do? Alright. Oh yeah, I need to set approach mode. Activate. Victors to final. Okay. So in this situation, we need to head this direction. Because the final approach is right there. And then we want to head this direction. And then we'll turn left over there. I think I could turn off the altitude hold. Okay. I probably won't even need the automatic shit. I probably should just land there manually. It might be easier to do that anyway. At least turn on approach mode. Okay. That way it'll kind of give me an idea where the runway's at. And then we'll just fly it in manually. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. That's what we'll do. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just and then fly right onto the runway. I think we're at a good speed. Okay. Let me adjust a good position to where I can see and have access to my controls while I'm doing this shit. Wow. Okay. Okay, we just gotta get a vertical lock. Turn on the vertical navigation. At least. There's a lot of airports here. I say we're at a good speed. We could probably turn on the flaps. Let's go down to at least. That might be too fast. Let's go. We gotta fly in at least like 120, 116. We don't want to fly in too fast. Let's gain a little altitude a little bit so we can slow the engine down. And then we're just gonna glide on in there. Just gotta glide on in there. Wow, I see cities. I see a city. Whoa. Okay. Alright, looks like we're gonna fly onto the runway. Let's go on and put our gears down. We're gonna make us an approach. Wow, look at, wow. That's a big ass city. That's a huge ass city. Alright, look like we coming in. Let's make sure we keep our speed normal. We're just gonna glide on in there. Okay. A little bit to the left. Okay. We could turn on the navigation, but I don't like relying on the navigation. I like to just manually fly in there. Sometimes the navigation can be having you off. Wow, look how big that city is. I see the runway. Look how big that motherfucker is. That is a big ass city. The city is huge. Alright. We might be moving too fast. Should we put on our flaps? We might be too fast for flaps. I think I'm gonna turn the speed down just a little. And as we get closer, I'm just gonna turn on the I'm just gonna use the throttle. I don't want to come in too slow, and I don't want to come in too fast. I do got a visual of the runway though. I have a perfect vision of the runway. Gears are down. Should we let down our flaps? No, we're going too fast. Going too fast for flaps. My flaps will just rip off if I fly at this speed with them down.
X-ray Golf Sierra, wind 078 at tree. Clear to land runway tree 2 left.
Yeah, we know. I know. Coming in kind of fast, I know. I think we got enough
X-ray
runway
Golf
though.
Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
Clear to land runway tree 2 left. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, here we go. Coming in. This is where it gets interesting. I feel a little wind. I think we gotta give it. We need to give it a little flap. At least 50% flap. Kind of slow it down a little bit. We're gonna need a little flap. Okay. We're there. I see the runway. Flaps are down. I'm not ready to turn off the speed just yet. Okay. I don't want to go too slow, so I'll just leave the flaps just the way they are. The flaps definitely help, though.
500.
Okay. Coming in. Gotta make this a nice, smooth landing. Flaps all the way down. Perfect. Perfect landing. Just set her in there. That's this one. Put on the brake.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
Perfect landing, bro. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect. That was literally like the best landing I ever had. Put the flaps back up. Alright. Okay.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
Yeah, we know. We got it.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, contact ground on 121.7.
121.7 for X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Can't believe I did that whole mission. I literally completed that whole mission. Alright, slow this down a bit. Oh, I hate it when it does this. There we go.
Osaka ground. Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, taxi to parking.
Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Whiskey for Bravo. For cross runway, 14 left Charlie, 1 Alpha 2 Echo Tree Echo for Echo 5.
Okay, so parking stand
Taxiing
is
to
over
general
there.
aviation parking using taxiway Whiskey 4 Bravo, 4 cross runway, 14 left Charlie 1 Alpha 2 Echo Tree, Echo for Echo 5, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay. Just gotta ease this throttle just a little bit. gentle with this. You don't want to give it too much power. Otherwise, you just take off. We don't want to do that. I could just skip it. Oh, come on. I don't want it to go that fast. It's just hard to do when you don't have like a throttle stick. You don't want to go too fast on the ground, because then you don't want to go too fast. Wow, this is amazing. As you can see, I have perfected the I could definitely fly one of these series jets. I know these planes really good. The G2 series. Yes. I love this jet. Auto throttle. Just hit the brakes. If it goes too fast, just hit the brake. Damn, man, why? These Asian airports be long as fuck. They're just huge. Tell you one thing, Asians can make some fucking airports. That's for sure. They can make some fucking airports. That's shit, I found my way how to get here though. Gotta say, it takes some skills to literally complete a whole mission. This is career mode, so it's like these are actual challenges that I'm taking. I gain money and then I can use the money and buy a new jet. I actually bought this jet. This is actually my jet. And it stimulates the maintenance and everything. Like if something was going on with the engine, it'll literally stimulate how it'll fuck up. Okay. Where's the parking brake?
That was a very smooth flight. Thanks for keeping things chill. I will be recommending your company.
Turn on the parking brake. Okay, hold on to complete shutdown procedures. Okay, I don't need to do all that. I'll just do it by hand. I'm not grabbing the controller. Turn this off, turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. Fresh air. And then turn this to off. And then you press that. And you turn off the plane. I know how to operate this motherfucker, bro. See how much money we earned. I know I did a good job. That was a successful flight. Why is the passenger satisfaction at 32 though? I don't understand that. Miss ATC transmission. Oh, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Why would the passenger not be satisfied? Whatever, bitch. Just give my money. Fuck that bitch. 224,000. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'll take that money. What? How am I gonna lose my reputation? That was a good flight. That was bullshit. I didn't crash. I land perfectly. I didn't fly in no mountain. I didn't do none of that shit. Okay, income. My income's looking better. I got it. Okay. We got some income coming in. We got some. Okay. Let's go ahead and call it a day. Alright, let's turn it off VR mode.